Before getting started demonstrating the block diagram of a smart home project and how it will work, let's demonstrate the required component. First of all, let me tell you that the cost of the all component to do-it-yourself assemble a smart home system will not exceed $30. The diode. The main function of the diode is to allow the current to flow in one direction from anode to cathode and didn't allow it to flow in the other direction. The most popular application of the diode is rectifier, which converts the AC voltage to a DC voltage. This is the full bridge rectifier circuit. In the positive waveform, the current goes through the diode like that. And in the negative waveform, the current goes through the diode like that. We use a diode in do-it-yourself assemble smart home system to protect the transistor from the voltage which will be generated at the coil terminals. We will demonstrate that in details later in this video. Transistor. The main function of the transistor is a switch. Instead of using a mechanical switch, we use a transistor as electronics switch that we can turn it on using electrical signal. Transistor also using as amplifier, but in do-it-yourself assemble smart home system, we will use it as a switch, and its symbol is like that. When we apply electrical signal on its base, the collector and the emitter are connected. Then the load turns on. Relay. The main function of it to control 220-volt load using a 5-volt signal. How? Let's see that circuit. When we apply a volt on the base of the transistor, the electrical current goes through the coil, which creates a magnetic field, which turns on the 220-volt load circuit. And when the applied voltage of the base of the transistor is removed, a voltage appears on the terminals of the coil, and that's why we use a diode to protect transistor from the DC charge of that volt, instead of damaging the transistor. Bluetooth module. That's how we will make the connectivity between the smartphone and the controller. Arduino is the controlling unit, which receives signals from Bluetooth module. And based on that signal and the code burned on the Arduino, it takes an action, whether to turn on 220-volt load by applying 5-volt signal on the base of the transistor or any action. The programming language used in Arduino is Arduino C. You can download the program from Arduino website. All you have to do, go to Arduino website, which is arduino.cc. Then press download and download the corresponding version for your operating system. Arduino is an open source software. Make it easy to write a code and upload it to your kit. Download the corresponding version for your operating system, whether Windows, Mac or Linux. Also, you can learn how to code Arduino and make a project using this form in learning, and you can browse the Arduino products. After downloading and installing Arduino IDE, open it and go to File, Examples, Basic, and Blink. You will find a two function, whether a void setup and a void loop. Void setup is a routine run once when you press reset or when the Arduino is turned on. The void loop runs over and over again forever until you power off the Arduino. Setup function is called when the Arduino turns on. Use it to initialize variables, bin mode, start using libraries, and so on. The loop function calls after the setup function is called, and it is run till you power off the Arduino. In this course, we will demonstrate the code in details. Now, let's see how you can buy that component and its price. Let's see where can we buy our component. We can buy the component from aliexpress.com. We search for a diode. There are a lot of variety of sellers that can provide the diet for us. That diet is perfect for our application, which is 1 in 4007. $1 per 100 piece. This is the page of the product and the supplier. It's about 1 cent per piece. Search for NBN transistor. That NBN transistor is perfect for control the relay from the Arduino. Its name is 2N2222 and its cost is about $1.3 per lot, which is 100 piece. We search relay. That kit cost $1.4 per piece. It contains transistor and the diode on it and 2 LEDs. We can control it using the input and power it with VCC and ground, and we take the output from its terminal. Normal close and normal open and common. Or you can buy a piece of relay and connect it on a breadboard. It costs $2 per lot and the lot contains 5 pieces. It depends on the application whether you will make it for yourself. I prefer to buy the relay module, and if you gonna make it commercial, I prefer to buy the 5-pin relay itself and connect the component on the board for the low costs. Search for HC05, which is the Bluetooth module which make the connectivity between Arduino and the smartphone. That Bluetooth module costs about $2.8 per piece. You can select between a variety of the product and suppliers. Search for Arduino. This is the Arduino which we use. It's R3. Its cost is about $5.6. You can buy it from another supplier. This Arduino is $3.3 per piece, but the difference between it and the first one, that microcontroller is surface mounted and that one is through holes. And that is the breadboard which is used to connect the component on it. Its cost is $0.58 per piece. And we use wires to connect between component and each other. That package contains 1 to 20 piece per lot and its cost is $3.85. It contains male-to-male wire and female-to-male and female-to-female wire. You can ask me about anything in the course. All you have to do, go to the discussion board, write your question, and I'll answer you in only 48 hours.